Being extremely shredded. I'm sure many of you dream of this. With visible abs and a body that everyone admires on the beach. It's certainly a nice thought, but in reality, it's often a different story. Social media star and bodybuilder Tristan Lee, who has over 2.2 million subscribers on Instagram and over 1.8 million on YouTube, and is best known for his crazy defined physique with extremely low body fat, knows this as well. Being too shredded is simply not desirable. But why is that? Stay tuned and you will find out in this video. One of the most amazing things about Tristan Lee is that he stays extremely lean all year long. By comparison, the best bodybuilders in the world only cut for certain competitions and have significantly more body fat in the off-season. And there is a good reason for that. An extremely low body fat percentage of about 5% is simply not healthy in the long run, neither for your physical nor for your mental health. And to even get to 5% body fat in the first place, you will have to sacrifice a lot and pay attention to every little detail of your diet and calorie consumption. You must strive every moment of your life to achieve such a low body fat percentage. Exactly like a professional bodybuilder preparing for his next competition, but 365 days a year if you actually want to have that low of a body fat percentage permanently. And Tristan Lee has been at about 5% body fat for several years now. Try walking around with only 5% body fat for a few weeks, and you will quickly notice how much it sucks. What's more, many who are so lean all the time eventually develop an eating disorder and body dysphoria, which just means they're never happy with their body and always think they're not muscular enough. If you have only 5% body fat, you will always be hungry. You just have to get used to that. Many who have such a low body fat percentage also consume a lot of stimulants, such as caffeine, to suppress their hunger. Among other things, this can also cause sleep disorders. Your social life will also suffer a lot if you are so lean, because you simply won't have time for your family and friends if 100% of your daily life is focused on maintaining your low body fat percentage. And yes, you will surely get a lot of attention. On one hand, that's great, but it can also be a problem, because the more people admire your physique, the more shredded you probably want to become. And if you overdo it, it can actually be a danger to your health. Being too lean also has the disadvantage that it is much more difficult to build muscle that way. Also, if your body fat percentage is too low, you'll have less energy when you train. Sure, being extremely shredded looks cool, but if you want to become more massive, then a bit more body fat is actually much better. Tristan Lee has also acknowledged that, as he is eating more calories again, and as a result, has a slightly higher body fat percentage nowadays. So if you don't plan to enter bodybuilding competitions in the future, 5% body fat just doesn't make any sense. After all, you surely don't want to be in a bad mood all the time, and your environment won't like that either. Instead, you will feel much better with 10 to 15% body fat. And above all, you will build muscles much faster and easier. And that's certainly what you want to achieve. That's it again for today. If you liked our video, share it with your friends.